Yes, people. Match reaction time. Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0. Repeat of the Emirates 4-0 aggregate Carabao Cup. Dream for some, over. Biscuits for others. Yeah, no biscuits. And like I said last time, at this point, I could have taken some biscuits. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it is what it is. Surprise, 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 surprise. And look, I thought the match was over after the first leg, but you know, as the game approaches, you look at Newcastle's form, couple losses at home, you think, okay, 5-1 against City, okay, but come on. Newcastle schooled us. They absolutely schooled us today. Bullied us. They absolutely bullied us today. We had nothing for them, both technically and physically. They had their game plan and executed it to perfection. On top of that, when you've got a player like Isak, a striker, a proper striker, a 9, a gunman, not a 4.5, not a 9.5, not an 8, masquerading as a 9, not a dual winner. What's going on with my mic? What's going on with my mic? Oh, we're back. We're back. Sorry, I thought the mic cut out. Isak. Is that first 30 minutes? If the first game this season didn't show us, if the second game this season against them didn't show us, surely the third game showed us how important it is to have a striker of that caliber. Not that there's many of that caliber around. Maybe I should just stop at striker. 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 Not a dual winner. Not a space invader. And this ain't just about Havertz, by the way. But Havertz, again, I mean, he was one of the players that absolutely got bullied. He was one of the players that they focused on. What's wrong with this audio, man? You could tell they're trying to get under his skin. You could tell they're trying to get man rattled. And it worked. We were rattled. None more evident than Rice, who towards the end of that game was, I mean, a lucky man with that tackle on Bruno. I think Bruno getting straight back up and just, essentially taking it on the chin helped. The referee make a easy, light decision there. He shoved Tonali in the back. And the thing about Rice is I felt sorry for him today. Rice is one of the players I felt sorry for. Expect better from him for sure, but he was somewhat up for the fight. He was somewhat protective of a Miles Lewis Skelly who, listen, after that celebration, this is what to expect now. People know you're that type of guy, in terms of, I'm that type of guy. In terms of, if a man tried to disrespect you, you clap back. So I ain't dissing him for that. I love that. But expect this now. And Trippier, the whole game, not just him, but mainly him, like Havertz was trying to get at him, was trying to get under his skin. There was a moment with Gabriel in the first half as well, I think. I forgot who it was. But there was a moment with Gabriel. But regardless, I'm just giving examples of how we got bullied. We lacked the fight. And as much as I say I felt sorry for Rice that day, it was because he was the only one willing to put himself about near the end. And listen, near the end, it was gone. Probably should have come off the pitch, considering how important he is for what we have left. And what we have left is the Premier League title race by the skin of our teeth. But the reality is, we know what's coming. We're not equipped. We don't have the facilities. Oh, but we need that special player, the right individual, the right character. That's who we need to wait for. Every window we need to wait for this, by the way. But we need to wait for the right individual. This side. Wait. Like we used to tell Fabregas to wait. Like we told Van Persie to wait. Did they wait? Not long enough. Because they went elsewhere, bounced, won trophies elsewhere. Bounced and won trophies elsewhere. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. I'm not certain that we don't win trophies before it happens, but, you know, it will happen. But Saliba today, worst game in an Arsenal shirt. Worst game in an Arsenal shirt. Isak just had his way with him. Beating him to the ball, beating him to second balls, quicker off the mark. Toyed with him, ragdolled him. It wasn't just him. I mean, Saliba generally just poor game. He just wasn't at the races. Could have been worse for him, to be honest, in the second half. Could have been worse. Poor performance from Saliba from the get-go. Poor performance all around from the get-go. But him in particular, when you consider the threat that Newcastle possess in attack with Isak and Gordon and even a Murphy, we had to be on job defensively. That was the bare minimum. Be on job defensively. And unfortunately, surprisingly, Saliba wasn't on job. He wasn't on job today. Cost us. You could say massively, but at the same time, did the attack do enough for us to think that if we hadn't conceded 2 goals, we were going to score 2 goals? No, it didn't. It didn't do enough. Odegaard at 0-0, guilt edged, and before that chance, he actually had another chance where left foot on your left, stroke it bottom corner. Nah, he goes to drill it. Poor shot, blocked. It comes back to him. A few moments later, fortunate Martinelli, Burn tackles him. It bounces off to Odegaard in the box, running onto it. Weaker foot. So what? Weaker foot scuffs it. Not good enough. And he hasn't been good enough throughout the season. He hasn't. Could also do with better players around him, better player in front of him. That's for sure. That is for sure. Odegaard's dropped off. Yes, fact. But at the same time, Odegaard hasn't been equipped with what he should be equipped with in front of him. And once Saka's gone, listen, Ranieri comes in and does his thing, but before I get into that, because again, it's the teenagers that deserve any credit, because Lewis Skelly, as much as Trippier was trying to get at him, he didn't fall for the bait. Poor tackle at the end, I guess, frustration. Cool. Got a yellow card for it. But at the end of the day, overall in the game, I'm not looking at him in terms of mistakes made. He actually, in the first half especially, was one of the ball carriers driving the ball through the middle and beating players. Couple times. That was a couple times more than any other player on that fucking pitch. Ranieri comes on and does his thing. In the first 10, 15 minutes, he's taking on his fullback and beating him, getting the ball into the box, creating a chance or two, creating a moment or two. But there's nothing in the box. Second half done the same thing. Nothing in the box. And he puts it in the box after a great bit of skill. No one's there. He's looking at them. He's looking at Havertz. He's looking at, who else was it? Rice around it. Why are you, man, not there? Why are you, man, there and not there? At least one of you. Because the ball was decent. If only we had an aerial duel winner in the box for that cross. Set pieces didn't work. Newcastle, they know how to defend them. We had a fair at the game in the first, minute? A free kick and 2 corners. It's a shame. But yeah, out of the Carabao Cup, people. Obviously, this match reaction is sponsored. The QR code's been on the screen. So go show Proton some love, people. You know what to do already. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description. I'll pin a comment as well. Why not? There's a link there. 3 ways, 2 links, 1 QR code. Make it happen, people. Everyone uses a VPN in 2025. If you don't, get one. Which one? This one, Proton. If you do, cancel. Get this one. Which one? Proton. Over 8,500 servers. Available in over 115 countries. Protect yourself, your data. Open up the World Wide Web. Use Proton VPN, people. Use Proton VPN. Before I go, though, I did get some stick in the big 6 comments. I hope you lot are still here, by the way. I did get some stick. And I've got to hold my hands up. And say, I regret not cooking Steve. I should have cooked him. I should have cooked him like lamb shish. Because that was my opportunity, right? The 5-1 was my opportunity, right? Yeah. Silly Turkish. Doesn't know how to back the club. How about the club back us? How about the club back us? You think I regret not cooking Steve? Couldn't give a fuck about cooking. This isn't Hell's fucking Kitchen or Ready Steady Cook. This is football. And I'm not one of these football YouTubers that look for back and forths and quick wins and cheeky jabs. Nah. I want to see my fucking team win. Win trophies, because that's what it is about. This is not school. It's not the taking part that counts. And if anyone is still talking about the taking part that counts, you need to get your head checked out. You need to get your head checked out. In elite level sport, it's about winning and losing. That's what it's about. The journey's nice. The journey's nice. But when you win, however that journey came about is always nice. Whether that journey came about with free-flowing, beautiful, fast-paced, tiki-taka football, once it ends with a trophy, it means everything. Or it could be that stern Jose Mourinho 2007-8 style, rigid, structured, unit type of football ends with a trophy. Hey, guess what? They love that journey. The journeys only matter when it leads to a trophy. That's the facts. And if you as a fan don't believe that, best believe the players believe that. And best believe a lot of these players that I love, you love, won't put up for many more windows like we've just seen. Because it's not just me let down and a lot of you let down. It's them let down too. And that's what people can't get through their thick skulls. Worrying about me cooking Steve or cooking Man City because we beat them 5-1. Let's win something. Let's win something and I will cook all day long. We win something, it will be Ready Steady Cook. But until then, I'm going to call out the bullshit. Until then, I'm going to hold my horse. Until then, I'm going to keep it 100. Keep it humble. Because if it's not City that humble us or Liverpool that humble us, it's the ownership that humble us. In the last 21 years, we've been nothing but humbled. And the sooner people open their eyes to this ownership, the better. Because whether Arteta's your man or not, we've seen a greater manager fall at the feet of these owners. A much greater manager. The best we've had. But hey, we wait. Right profile, right individual, right character, right? On that note, people, Match reaction, done. Love for the love. Show Proton some love. We're out of the Carabao Cup. We're out of the FA Cup. 10-day break now. They're going to Dubai. I'm going Enfield.